Yeah, I was showing you this comment by Tania in my YouTube channel about her cult. I pray you are arrested for solicitation. So that's a very predominant method of using law enforcement, of framing people. The Jeff Epstein method. Her cult, she herself, Tania, said that she was used as a minor, as a bribe, as a sexual bribe in that cult. So they use girls, underage girls, to bribe obedient members. If the member that bring convicts into a house, Tania herself told me, she's always talking about it. They bring convicts into a house, they reward them with sex with little girls, and she was one of those girls used in those. They do ritual abuse of kids, babies, that she herself is always talking about. I have all her recorded therapy sessions where she's talking about it. And then, so just so you know, at the church, there's a guy who has his little girl and frames people for solicitation. And then, so either to blackmail them or to sue them. But he's bringing always food donations, so then that covers up, that compensates for that. There's Mike himself that goes and feeds people and goes in front of the Planned Parenthood to discourage pregnant women from getting an abortion. There's kids walking around today because of him. He's a hero. But then he comes and he's siding with Anita because he's been told bad things about me. And that formula method, how they manipulate people against me. And then Alan, the retired cop, lives across the street, had some emotional bond with my mom, and then Albert talked him into framing evidence against me. He was monumental in influences that police station. So the police station, Devonshire and West Valley, their method is to frame, is to keep provoking to get an arrest. So that's why there's hundreds and hundreds of false 911 calls are encouraged by police stations because of the two houses my mom owns. The one on White Oak that I live on that had the fentanyl dealer, the West Valley police station was supporting, was bringing gang activity in there. While I had restraining order, they kept protecting her rights to sell fentanyl and bring gang members, and they would come and scold me. Over here at this property, it's all on the videos. They keep encouraging my mom to make false 911 call about the neighbors having factory in a residential area. They know it's false, but they support it. They say, we don't mind going out there, we get paid for it. So they get paid to answer those 911 calls. And if you just calculate, they say there's been 120 so far this year. Calculate how many they've been past 7 years, daily 911 calls. And then so they profit from that. They know it's false. They know her calling. Alan himself was trying to stop her from making those calls, but then he reported false 911 when mom left a note on the door with the flowers, peace offering, because Julie, Alan's wife, found out about a relationship Alan with mom was something special. And then Alan doesn't want to admit that he was talking to Albert. So Albert was saying they were fabricating evidence against me, collaborating together. I'll have Albert on video saying that, Zeke the neighbors tried to help mom, and then they said Zeke was threatened them. They're worried about mom. They're creating that narrative. And then I say, did you talk to Alan? They don't want to answer it because Alan said, I want no part of this anymore, because he knows it's so obvious. He's flaming me. There's so much evidence, the text, the recording show. He's flaming me, the fabricating evidence about me taking mom's phone away. So, yeah, so the reason they encourage those 911 calls is to attempt to wear me down, provoke my arrest, and then that's why Anita works so hard to prevent the sale of this house, because the police stations, both police stations, refuse to take the reports for the false 911 calls. They don't mind. They like the false 911 calls. They make money from it, and everyone is an attempt to get me to hit a cop or to provoke my arrest. They tried that at Peter's house. Neda was in on that. Tania tried it. And if she constantly says she's praying for me to get arrested, her brother threatened to get me arrested. I reported that to Officer Devonshire. I'll post everything in the description here. And she carries it out. August 17th, she put me in jail because she's playing gang music. The squatter was playing. She would refuse. All I was trying to do is remove that phone. And the cops, when I'm reporting that to have that false framed, provoked arrest, they say, well, no, you're the one who was trying to take the phone away. We can charge you with stealing a phone. The grand theft. I'm just trying to remove the source of the trigger that she's intentionally refusing to stop doing. She stated the intention to get me arrested, and right there she is doing, and the threat is there. To this day, when I go there, they refuse to. I'll keep attempting, and then Anita collaboration with Tania and Neda is clearly there. The text and the recording show they're constantly talking about it and encouraging it, planning on it. The brother Richard Holloway is constantly talking about it, and then Richard, Rihanna's boyfriend, did so much work for them in that church. This needs to be looked at any point. You look at anything that I'm saying, you see the facts are true, and what they're saying, they make up this narrative against me because I'm the beneficiary and because I'm reporting what's going on in Tanya's cult, at the church, Jeremy Bernstein, what Jeremy's mom is doing to him to get money from regional center. Tanya's dad being murdered for his inheritance. Why is Tanya getting her share of the inheritance? And then I wonder why not? Richard's got it all. He's making up. So Richard's doing to Tanya what Anita's doing. Why is Galup in a room with no windows? What happened to Vasenik, Albert's son? Why were they keeping secret that she had died?